It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Dallas Mavericks at a...
Two teams, two conference, and we've got... Well, you love that versatility, DA. Thank you. We're about halfway through the season, Smitty. At this point, how much can teams really improve?
I think if you have younger guys, you start to see those guys develop. Then also, if you have a lot of new guys, you see the chemistry start to form. And then a lot of times you can improve when you have guys coming back from injuries. A lot goes into a season. It's a roller coaster kind of effect. But it's good when you start to see teams put it together at the halfway point.
All about managing time, managing games, and injuries.
You're so true.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. They've got Vucevic. Hield is out there with Irving. And it's Ibaka. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. The shot's good.
And there's the first bucket of the evening.
Should be an interesting game. Both teams coming in ready to do battle.
Markkanen against Irving. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Dallas the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And that can happen on the road. You can get a little bit tight, and often it really shows itself at the free throw line.
And as the visiting team, you're already behind the 8 ball. Can't afford to give up opportunities like that.
Smart misses. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
And the shot goes down.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Kicks to Hield. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Vucevic. And Whiteside sends it back.
Whiteside gives enough space, waits, elevates. Quality block shot by the big fella.
Just 2 to shoot. Hield from outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Steve, Hassan Whiteside, a fearsome finisher inside with his length. Talk about his offensive game for us.
Well, he's starting to develop a pretty good touch out to mid-range. He has soft hands, a little floater in there. Still, it's his dunking and finishing that keeps him in the highlight reels.
Hield. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Smart.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Bulls shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Now, here's Whiteside. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. George against Winslow. And here's George from deep. And Irving pulls it down.
And, you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
Certainly not the high percentage look, but we don't know what the game plan is calling for. That might be it.
Now, here is George. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. And it's Russell in the corner. Outside, George. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. George has got 5 points so far.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Irving kicks to Winslow. The feed to Vucevic. Knocks it loose, and stolen by Whiteside. Up top, Russell. He's covered by Irving. Hield against Smart. Back to Russell. Over Irving. Irving. Rebound by the Bulls. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And after a near win, you second-guess a number of things that didn't go your way.
I think looking back on that one, it's a learning experience. We'll see if they can make some of the necessary corrections.
Pass to Hield. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Winslow. Vucevic is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Irving. And it's Hield in at the 2. They get it back. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Mavs.
Are you serious? Whiteside doing major damage on the offensive glass.
Irving looking for an opening. The wide open look here for Vucevic. And a miss there on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hield against Smart. Hield, the pass to Irving. Now Ibaka. Outside Irving. 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
From past the arc, score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
This is what makes Kyrie so dangerous. He is so proficient from distance.
Here is Whiteside. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Russell. And no good. Good D by Irving. George against Winslow. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Hield finds Ibaka to the paint. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. There's Winslow. No good. That would have tied it. The Mavericks leading. Here's George. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Well, it feels quite a while ago that the Bulls put up 72 wins in a regular season.
Well, the Warriors beat that mark 2 decades later, and that was a few years ago. But give the Bulls credit. They've been trying to put together a contender. It's just kind of hard to find another Michael Jordan.
Now here's Hield after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Knocks it loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. Here's Ibaka, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Very solid, both ends of the floor. That time, Ibaka efficient inside.
And George kicks to Markkanen. Back to George. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Hield. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. There's the dish to Irving. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Here's Ibaka. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Right side, George. Shoots a fader. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And Kenny, what are your thoughts? And that...
Cars crossing back and forth over the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge as we welcome you back to Dallas. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Dallas, Markkanen is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Smart, and it's Russell in at the 1 spot. And it's George missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Winslow, the pass to Irving. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. We're always talking, Steve, about versatility. I guess the ultimate example would be guys who can go to either hand equally well.
Yeah, you have those guys. Kyrie Irving stands out for me. Mike Conley being able to finish with both hands. Then there's some bigs around the basket, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis. John Wall is pretty good. He finishes a lot of times with dunks. So there's a lot of guys that understand that it's great to have that offhand and you can go to it.
And here is Irving after the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. And Ibaka slams it in.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through as asserts himself at the rim.
And George kicks to Russell. George looking around. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Whiteside. A second chance effort. Count the basket. Whiteside's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
When he gets the ball in that close with Whiteside's length, I don't know how you stop him.
Irving against Russell. There's the pass to Vucevic. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Ibaka outside. Ball's knocked loose.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Now here's Irving. He's got 8. Passes to Ibaka. Now here's Winslow. He's guarded by Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. George against Winslow. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from George. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Mavericks. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Russell from long range.
I love the technique he uses, leveraging his position down low, then just using sheer size to snatch the rebound.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Down low, here's George, and George with the stuff.
And you love how Russell keeps his eyes up, rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Hield kicks to Irving. The 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Russell. The shot's good on the assist by George. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Winslow. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside Irving. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Winslow finds Irving. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. And yes, it's good. Vucevic has got 6.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Now, here is Russell. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Missed.
Not a physically imposing defender, but Kyrie with great footwork. And
third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Hield is out there with Irving, and it's Vucevic. Then it's Winslow, and it's Ibaka in at the 4 slot. Here's Irving after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Back to Irving, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Man, it's a joy to watch Kyrie go to work. You can tell he lives and breathes this game.
Whiteside dishes to Russell. Outside for George. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
You see why his number's being called. Dangerous score down the stretch.
A nice shot by Irving.
I like this from Kyrie. Looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
And the Mavericks call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Irving after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Irving kicks to Hield, pulls it up. Another one falls for Chicago.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Pass to Whiteside. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. For Chicago, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Back to Hield. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
A silky smooth playmaker. Irving on time and on point.
It's Russell with the drive. He gets it in there. Russell's got the game tied up here for the man.
Yeah, you want the momentum on your side, and Russell showing you how it's done.
Here's Irving. Up and in on the layup. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Kyrie has done it again. He loved the big shot and the big moment.
Russell against Irving. Russell passes to Smart. Russell looking it over. That's short off the rim.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Ever so close. Needed that one to go down.
Now, here is Irving. Trying to find Hield and gets it to him. It's good. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Russell kicks to George. Pass to Markkanen. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Smart. Good D by Hield. And the Bulls with possession. Shot from the wing. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
We know he's one of the best offensive players in the league. What I've seen lately from Kyrie is an improvement in his focus on the defensive end. Nice job at the line to expand the lead.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're down by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Now, here is Russell. Outside for George. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, stepping up in the clutch. Great way to end this.
Russell finds Smart. Three-pointer on the way. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. And he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015. Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
Stamina. I used to be holding the camera. Hated the dust, thought you